everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cara Dunaway, and for today's video, I was kind of thinking I just wanted to play around with the makeup I have. A couple videos ago, I mentioned I got this little eyeshadow quad through my November Ipsy bag, and I want to try this out and just create something fun and just create something that makes me feel good and just have fun with it today. So if you are somebody that loves makeup, I would love for you to stick around and hang out with me as I just play and have fun with some makeup today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I post a new video every Monday and Thursday and would love to have you guys here. But without any more introduction, let's just go ahead and get into the video. I'm gonna start priming today with my RODIAL Soft Focus Glow Drops. I absolutely love this primer. I absolutely love the glow that it gives to my skin. The foundation I'm going to use today is my E.L.F. Camo CC Cream. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore. I love the coverage that this one gives, and the finish of it with that primer that I used is really pretty. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever Concealer. I tried using this in my November Ipsy video, if you haven't seen that one yet. And it was honestly kind of a disaster because the bottle was exploding on me. And that happens when things ship to me just because of the change in air pressure. So I ended up using way too much of it, and it looked really pretty when I first applied it, but it just got way too heavy and it creased on me a lot just because I had too much of it. So I'm going to try it again and see if we can make it look a little bit better. But this shade is definitely brightening on me. So I really like how it gives the brightness to my under eyes, and the coverage on it is really nice as well. So this is my second shot at this concealer to see if I can have a better experience with it this time. And that already looks so much better. Now it is very bright on the under eyes, but once I go in and set it with my number 7 powder, that will help to take away a little bit of that lightness so it's not so bright. Okay, so far that's looking a lot better than it did last time. I definitely used way too much in that last video, and this one looks way better. So I really like that concealer. I'm gonna go in and warm up the face with this TRESTIQUE Color and Contour Cheek Stick. And you guys know the drill. Let me go in and just blend this out real quick. Okay, I'm back and that is blended out. For my liquid blush today, I wanted to try out another shade of these mini liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. So I'm going to go in with the shade Hope. I bought these at the Sephora sale and tried them out in my Sephora video, but I wanted to keep trying out different shades. And this time I'm actually gonna blend this out with a sponge. Usually I use my finger, but I just wanted to switch things up a little bit today. I feel like I get a lot more pigment when I blend it out with my finger, but I kind of like the more soft look that they're giving blending out with a sponge. The liquid highlighter I'm going to use is a different one than I normally use. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Liquid Glow in the shade Oyster. I've actually had this one for a while, but I don't reach for it as often just because I feel like it's not as glowy as some of the other ones that I have. Although right now it seems to be giving me quite the glow. I don't know, maybe I need to reach for this one more often. Okay, yeah, I for sure probably need to reach for that one more often because that is actually really pretty and it's not too overpowering. Okay, now we are going to move on to the eyes, which is my favorite part. Well, one of my favorite parts of my routine. Like I said, we're going to use this little eyeshadow quad that I got in one of my Ipsy bags for November. This is from the brand CHELLA, and this is the Blushing Rose eyeshadow palette. the shades in here are really pretty. Typically, I would start with a lighter shade and kind of work that into the crease as my transition shade. There's not a really light shade in this palette, but obviously I'm going to start out with the lightest matte shade here and just work just a light layer into the crease. Now, I have no idea how pigmented these are. I've only tried the darkest shade in my last video. Well, 2 videos ago. I started out with a really light amount, so I'm gonna see if I can just build this up a little bit. So far though, I really like that shade. It's really pretty and it is blending out really nicely. I'm gonna work a little bit just kind of all over the lid. Just a really light layer. Okay, so far so good. I really like that. I like how it blended. I like the shade. I'm gonna go in and do the other eye real quick with that shade. Okay, now I'm gonna take the dark shade and just work that on the outer part of the eye. Okay, those shades are really pretty. I really like those. I'm just gonna go over with that first brush just to blend the edges out. Since there's only 4 shades in here, I'm gonna use all of them. I'm gonna go in with the darker shimmer shade here and put that just kind of on the outer and middle part of the eye. I'm just gonna go in with my finger and I'm just going to, ooh, that is pretty. That's so pretty. Before I go in with that last shade, I'm just gonna take my brush and just try to blend these edges out. Then I'm gonna take the lightest shimmer and just put that on the inner part of the eye. These shadows are really, really nice. I love these kinds of shades. They're so pretty. These shadows were really easy to use and blend. And this little quad would be perfect to take traveling, or if you just need a quick little eyeshadow look. This one is really pretty and I really like this. Okay, so I have really been trying to work on perfecting my winged liner. It's really difficult with my eyes to do winged liner. I have hooded eyes, first of all, and again, I've told you guys they don't match. This one is a little bit more droopy than my other eye, which makes it harder because the skin on the outer part of my crease hangs down a little bit lower than it does on this side. So it's been a really hard battle for me to try to perfect wing liner, but I'm working on it, trying to figure out what works for me. So I'm gonna go in with my Lottie London Wing Woman liquid eyeliner. This is one of my favorites, and we'll see how this goes. I start by trying to do a really thin line just above my lashes. So I like to start with that, and it always kind of gets thicker as I go because I'm trying to make it even and fill it in. Then I'm going to now try to work on the wing part of the liner. So I start with the line just kind of extending from my lower lash line, and then I work to bring it in, and I draw my wing over the crease of my eye So I'm pretending like it's not there. And right now it doesn't look so crazy, but when I do this, you can tell that it's kind of an interesting, there you go, a little bit closer, interesting shape. So when I look straight on, it looks a little bit more normal. Obviously, I will fill it in. Then as you close your eyes, it looks a little bit different. So let me fill this in and then I'll show you guys what I mean. So here is what it looks like after I fill it in. So when I'm looking straight, it looks pretty normal. When I close my eyes, as you can see, it's got kind of an interesting shape there. And that's just because it's going around the crease of my eye. Now, this side is a lot more difficult because that crease comes down a little further on this side than it does on this one. So my wings generally don't end up looking the same, and I've just learned to accept it. It's okay, but I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna start just by doing the line across the lashes first. Then I'm going to go in and try to create the wing. One of the biggest struggles I have is getting them to go up at the same angle. I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but one is always more up and one is more out to the side, and I can never get them to match. So here is what it's looking like. Again, as I blink, you can see that it's kind of a different shape. And then go in and fill it in all the way. Okay, so here is what the wings are looking like. I struggle with this side so much. This one always looks a lot better than this side, but I'm just gonna let it be because I find the more that I mess with it, the worse it gets. So if I need to mess with it a little bit here and there, I will. But for now, I'm just going to leave it and finish off the eyes. I'm gonna go in and apply the dark shade here to the lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Retractable Eyeliner, just in the shade Black, to line the waterline. For mascara, I'm gonna use the EYEKO London Rock Out and Lash Out mascara. Then the brow products of choice today are going to be the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer and the NYX Brow Glue to set that. I am almost done with this pencil. There's just a tiny bit left. So that's why I'm trying to use it up. Now we're gonna go in and finish off the face. I'm gonna use this Bronzy AF bronzer palette from Basic Beauty. I'm just gonna take the lighter two shades here to just warm up the face a little bit. For blush and highlighter, I'm gonna revisit this little duo here from Pacifica. This is the Glimmer Shimmer Highlighter and Blush. I'm gonna start with the blush. I'm gonna take my sponge real quick and just lightly press over all that. Then take some of this highlighter on the nose as well. Then on the inner corners and under the brows. Now we're looking extra glowy. My gosh, there's a bird just flew right outside my window. It scared me really bad. I thought someone was at the door at first. Then I saw this giant bird fly right by. Crazy birds. Okay, to settle that, I'm going to use the Complex Culture Filter Out Daily Blue Light Defense Mist. This is supposed to help block your skin from the blue rays that you get from your phone, your TV, your computer. Sounds like magic. And last but not least, we're going to finish off the lips. I'm going to go in and line them with the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Nude Pink. Then I'm going to use this lipstick from Wet n Wild, and this one is in the shade Dark Pink Frost. I love these lipsticks from Wet n Wild. They don't last very long, but for the price, they have some really pretty shades. And I love this one because it's really like kind of shiny. Like you almost don't even need any lip gloss with it. It already looks like you have lip gloss on. But I am going to still top it off with some gloss. I'm going to use this one from Maybelline. This is the Lifter Gloss in the shade Brass. I still absolutely love these lip glosses. They are so good. And they smell so good. All right, you guys, well, we have reached the end of the video. I really like how this look turned out. I love this little eyeshadow quad. I think it's really pretty. The colors are really pretty. It was really easy to work with. And this is really nice for just an easy eyeshadow look when you really don't want to think about anything. The winged liner is still going to be a work in progress for me. It came out okay. Again, maybe one of these days I will get it to match and just kind of master how to do the winged liner for my eyes specifically. But I still had fun getting ready today and playing with some makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see from me. I really just love sitting down and getting ready for the day and putting makeup on. But if there's anything specific you want to see from me, I would love to try to make that happen. Just let me know in the comments below. And again, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.